Am I live? Am I live? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first happy hour with Hickory Springs. That's me. I'm Valerie. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm really excited. Thank you, Beth. I just wanted to come on, and I sort of wanted dibs on Thursday nights because my friends, Beth at Ten of Hearts has Wednesday night. Alma my Thrifted Escape has Friday nights and Sunday nights, and David, Thrifty Dad, has Saturday nights. So I thought I should call dibs on Thursday nights. So anyways, happy hour. Let's see. I got my wine. Little bottle, White Zinfandel. And, oh, good. Hi, Swag Maven. I think your name is Barb. I am in. Oh my gosh, Dominic from Primetime Treasure Hunters in the house. We all need some peace and love, right? Okay, that's my limit. I only get one drink. So let's see. I wrote down some notes. I have them. So I don't know. Let's see who's in the chat already. Gosh, y'all got here early. Valerie Chick Picker was first. Michelle. Hi. Amy. Hollywood Rage. Thanks for coming. Let's see who else. Beth Ann, Ten of Hearts. David, Thrifty Dad. My pals. Swag Maven, Barb. Dominic, Primetime. All righty. Let's see. Junk Trader. I think it's Anissa or Alyssa. I'm not sure. My troublemaker cat is locked up, so she won't be running and terrorizing me on my desk, which she likes to do. I just wanted to come on and do a happy hour, and we'll talk about pricing in a little bit, since this is my first episode. For those of you who didn't watch my interview, Anissa, thank you, my interview on Wade's Ventures channel, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I have been selling online for, this is 2018, I think about 5 or 6 years now. I've been making jewelry and selling on Etsy and eBay. And I got into silversmithing, making stained glass. My stained glass was one of my biggest sellers until I moved last year, and I have yet to unpack all my stained glass supplies and my tools and my equipment and my torches and my silversmithing. And I've had the same full-time job for over 25 years, since July of 1993. So that would make it vintage. And I do corporate accounting, which is very boring. And I'm, oh, thank you, Dominic. And that job is very close to ending. And I've known it for about a year or so. My boss is 77 years old and really should retire soon. So I can fix that really fast. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I needed moderators. Hang on. I got to fix something here. Where's David? Nope, wrong one. Somebody, I need a moderator. And I knew that was going to happen. There it is. Let's see. I don't want to put Thrifty Dad in timeout. Okay. I think I fixed that. Michelle. And where's Beth? There she is. Okay. I've got some moderators now. Sorry about that. That wasn't on my list of notes. Okay. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. David says that you finally make it to the big time, I think, when you get a troll. Okay. Oh my gosh. Told you. Well, anyways, I'm just going to ignore them because I've got my buddies have my back. So, corporate accounting, 25 years, boss going to retire, and I've known it for a while. So that's when I start. Actually, what really got me into reselling clothing was I am a rehabilitated LuLaRoe addict. And I spent way too much money for a couple of years on LuLaRoe, gained a lot of weight, and it fit great, you know. And at the beginning of the year, I found out that LuLaRoe was being sold in thrift stores, and I got all excited. So I don't wear LuLaRoe anymore. And I'm doing this to replace my full-time income. And it's been interesting, to say the least. And I already had a store. I had experience. I didn't have to go to PayPal jail with a new store or anything. So I started listing and adding stuff. So, and that brings me to here. And I honestly, you know, I mean, my daughter's been watching YouTube for years. And, you know, it was sort of like a kid thing. And I'm like, you know what? An old lady can rock YouTube also. So I'll show those young kids. Yeah, I know, Dominic. They're so on the verge. I need to liquidate all my inventory before they go bankrupt, hopefully. So, yeah, I knew it a year ago. I mean, you know, it's sort of like when there's a sinking ship and everybody says, "Oh, it's going to go down, it's going to go down," and you keep waiting and waiting. Yeah, I think it's soon. Sort of like my job, but yeah, I've gotten used. I am old. I just fake it until I make it. Um, but yeah, so that's my story. And I have I was just telling some friends today on Google Hangout. I'm like, you know what? I am so lucky that, and I can't even remember how it started 6 months ago. When I started watching YouTube videos, and I just got lucky with the people that I started following. And this group of resellers that are, I mean, all the ones in chat, all the ones that watch Wade and Dominic and Casey and even Raking Profits, you know, I mean, all these people are really good people. And I just feel extremely fortunate to call everybody my friend. You know, it's very it's nice because, you know, I've been working from home remotely for 12 years, since 2006. Long time. And so everybody knows, being a reseller, working at home, reselling, I mean, our biggest social activity of the day is going to the thrift store. So but anyways, so and then I guess one other thing is, if you didn't watch the interview, my name, Hickory Springs, is it was the name of my father's ranch back in the 70s, and here in Missouri, actually. And I had come up as a kid, I don't know, I was like 11 or something, came up, spent Christmas with him a couple of times, and he passed away suddenly in 2007. So when I started my business doing jewelry in 2012, I was trying to come up with a name, and I couldn't think of anything better than Hickory Springs. You know, his was Hickory Springs Ranch, and I'm just keeping the name alive. You know, our farm, before my ex and I got divorced, we had a farm, and it was Hickory Springs. So, and I'm just carrying it on. One day I have all his stuff from when he passed away. He was on a medical mercy ship, some chief officer, and I got all of his stuff and brought it back up to our farm in Kentucky, and never went through it. And then here in Missouri, when I started to do silversmithing, I was needing a bench block, a steel block, to hammer the metal out, and I was going to go buy one, and something just told me, go look through this box of my dad's, you know. And I opened up this Army like an army case, you know, real thin one with the lid attached and everything. Open it up, and what's in there? A steel bench block. So my steel bench block was my dad's. So it keeps his memory, you know, always with me. So he was a silversmith. He made me a stained glass window when I was a kid. So that's why I had to learn how to do stained glass. And you know, I still like to do it. I did a couple videos making jewelry, and I actually really enjoyed it. A few years ago, I tried to do a jewelry video, and I was antiquing silver with liver of sulfur. And I pointed the camera down at the bowls, didn't say a word, and just was dipping the silver in it. You know, I wouldn't talk or anything. So this is a far cry from my first attempt at a jewelry video. So, but I'm having fun with it, and it brings me closer to everybody else too. So I just enjoy it. But does anybody have any questions so far? Yes, I'm crazy. I know. I'm not going to change. Yeah, I tell you, Amy, the name, I love it when I go into other people's chats on YouTube, and they always call it Hickory Springs, Hickory, you know, and I love hearing it, you know, just makes me smile. So, yeah, no, my real name's not Hickory Springs. But anyways, so thank you, Beth Ann. A mother ring. I would have to get my tools out to do all that. I don't know what I did with it today. It was so cold. My ring was too loose. It was falling off. But I have made sterling silver rings with cabochon. So I just don't have, I'm not back up to speed with making my silversmithing. So, but what I wanted to talk about tonight, and this has been a huge learning process for me, and I'm still learning on, you know, finding new ways. I'm trying to get my processes from bringing in the thrifted clothes to listing, trying to streamline the process, because it takes me, sometimes it takes me too long. I do have OCD, adult ADD, and I get paralysis by analysis. So I sit down and I'll have my items with me, and I go to research it, and I'll spend way too long researching the comps, you know, because I'm like, oh, I got to have market value. I don't want to devalue the items, and I want to be fair, and you know, I don't want to be at the top. I want it to sell. I mean, I go through this in my head every single time. So I've been talking to some friends lately, and they're helping me try to not think so much. You know, still use the tools that I use. Yeah, that rabbit hole. It's furry down there. I have tools that I'll tell you right off the bat. My absolute favorite to use is yeah, I want a robot. I like sellhound.com, and they are the ones that I think are working on a plan to do the listing, like listing on multiple platforms for a price. But I like using them because when you go to the website, you can select if it's used or new. And hi, Junk Girl 71. And then you type it in, and you hit enter, and it will search for that on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Tradesy, Grailed. I mean, like all of the platforms. And then it gives you the solds and the current listings, so you can look at it and come up with an average, you know. So that's my absolute favorite thing to use. I mean, besides using, you know, the eBay comps, but you know, with clothing and stuff, you know, even on different platforms, things are selling for different amounts, and they change all the time. So I'm trying to get to the point where that jean haul that I brought in the other night, I did a real quick search on each one, and then I just slapped the price on, because I'm not in business to store clothing. I'm in business to sell clothing. And being that my job might be ending anytime this month, I sort of need to get the sales moving. So, I mean, it's been rough this month. I think it's been rough. It's been rough for all clothing sellers that I've seen. I mean, there's some big sellers that I follow on YouTube, and they're even having really bad days. So I don't think it's. I just think it's the holidays, the economy, and I'm just sort of hoping that come January after Christmas, everybody gets their cash for Christmas. That people will start buying stuff for themselves and wanting to save money. So, where was I? I was talking about Sellhound and hang on, let me get a drink. Got my wine. Let's see, what else is it about the pricing? I mean, what do you guys use? I mean, I like Sellhound. What are y'all's favorite things to use to research comps? And how much time does it take you? Or, I mean, do you even research comps at this point? I mean, I don't know if once I get to 6-9 months into this, if I'll even have to use comps that much. I'm hoping not. I hope that I get to the point where I just know off the top of my head, and it'll go faster. Because the paralysis by analysis is hard. It's been like that for me for years, for everything. You just go into the solds, Amy. Yeah. And then I try not to price it on the high end, but I also don't. I'm not going to go and price it at the bottom. I saw somebody today. I don't know if any of you guys follow her, Sydney L. She sells on Poshmark, and she's friends with Casey, the Rockstar Flipper. And I was really glad to hear her say she was talking about the top 10 mistakes new people make on Poshmark. And see, that's like the opposite of the spectrum, where I overanalyze, and then there's new people that come in and just want to get stuff out of their closet and list it for $5, and then it's devaluing the clothing for everybody else. Dominic, I said I couldn't find my ring. I'm sitting here playing with it. That's the ring that I made. Let me see. It's a labradorite, and it's solid. So yes, I really can solder silver and make jewelry. I just don't have my tools out. Yeah, and I was sitting there playing with it, sort of like when I'm on my cell phone and I go to look for it. But yeah, Sydney L, I was watching her video today about that, and I really liked hearing that, because I get aggravated when I go and see closets and they've got, rag and bone jeans for $5. I'm like, are you nuts? So you just wait for those to sell really quick, and then everything else will go back up. But then people will see the solds, and they'll determine. They'll make offers based on that sale. I don't know how much the buyers actually go in and look at solds when they're shopping. So, let's see, pricing, always learning, paralysis by analysis. Has anybody else used Sellhound, or do I need to share my screen? Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Just go and buy them from those people and then sell them again. Yeah, that's a good point. So anyways, has anybody used Cellhound? Or do you want me to show you? I could do like wait and say, if you've used Cellhound, put a 1 in chat. And if you haven't, put a 2 in chat. And then I'll know if I need to show it to you guys. Is everybody awake? I don't know. You haven't used it. I like it. I actually considered, because of Cellhound, I considered, oh, Michelle, you're funny, putting it on, I think it was Tradesy, but I just didn't want to go and set up a whole nother account. I like it. Primetime Treasure Hunter. Boy, if you guys ever have need information about antiques, comic books, antique tools, you really should watch Mr. Primetime Treasure Hunter. You can click on the 3 dots and subscribe to his channel. He puts out almost a daily video. He's allowed to have a day off every now and then, but a lot of times when I'm up in the middle of the night until 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, I will get his daily video before I go to sleep. But yeah, he's one of my favorite guys. He also has, I don't know how many of you guys belong to any Facebook groups. I don't go on Facebook that much anymore. And he's got the, Reseller Resource Center on Facebook. Really awesome group too. So, hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. Do you guys want me to show you real quick Cellhound, or I've got something else I can talk about regarding pricing? Let's see. Michelle says, do you have a schedule that you keep things at full price before you discount? Also, do you put your items on sale right away? Michelle's just reading my mind. She knows what we've been talking about. I'm learning. So those jeans that I'm putting on, the new ones, I'm putting them on at a really fair price with no best offer, no promoted listings for 2 weeks. And then at 2 weeks, I look at it again and I might add one or the other. But because the prices, I'm not being greedy, you know. I mean, I really don't want to talk about my cost of goods sold in case the IRS is watching. You know, I really don't want them knowing my business. But I don't want to. We all get it for pretty much the same. I mean, at thrift stores, whatnot. Thank you. So yeah, you know, I sort of looked at those 9 pairs of pants that I brought and did the haul video on. You know, I'm just looking at it and thinking, you know, I got to leave enough for the final value fees. And if I make 4 times what I paid for them, I thought that would be a pretty good price. And then put it up a little bit for the final value fees and for best offers. So, you know, I got them inexpensively, and I just didn't jack them up, you know. Okay, except the rag and bone and the Jake Straight. If you do $5 buy it now with free shipping, they will sell quick. $5 buy it now. Huh? That's not how you sell all your jeans. You crazy. You sell them for $5, you won't make any money. Reseller Squad. That's Chick Picker, I believe. Oh, that one's fun. There's a lot of good people in here to follow. Okay. Yes, it is happy hour. So let's see. No, you're not going to do a $5 bite now on jeans. I'm sorry. Y'all are being really funny. Um, that's so funny, the truth. I think your name's David also. Um, I would rather sell jeans than shirts and dresses. Um, I think everybody just has to find what they like, and what they're comfortable with. I was complaining to myself, um, that it just takes so long to photograph jeans. I don't like them. I like doing shoes, you know. So I was just listing all shoes. And um, so I timed myself. I went in there last week, um, and I photographed. And I photograph and measure and package and stick a number on it. And I looked at the timestamp on my photographs. When I got done, I just went in there, no breaks, nothing. Um, did them all real quick, and it took me 32 minutes to photograph 5 pairs, which is only 6 minutes a pair. And of course, I'm still trying to get it faster. But I'm like, I don't know what I was complaining about, to me, to myself, but because I'm the only one that listens. Um, but yeah, so I'm trying to get over it. I prefer jeans and shoes. I love shoes. Um, so um, so anyways, that's I mean, uh, used clothing sellers. I think everybody in here dabbles in that. We all sell different things. No, acquired taste. Um, are y'all getting the trolls? You flat lay your jeans and it's easier than dressing a mannequin. Oh yeah. Um, I do flat lays also, but this last time I also did one of them hanging up on the wall. But I have my wall hanging area, and then I have my table set up where I do my flat lay. So I'm thinking of buying some extra lights so that I don't have to keep moving the lights back and forth. So yes, Valerie Chick Picker, she sells everything. So I love selling shoes. Oh my gosh. Uggs. I've gotten my hands on some Uggs lately. Um, and they sell quick and for good money. Um, I sell Clarks. I get a lot of Clarks. I guess where I'm at is a huge medical community. And I found out that there is a Clark's outlet, I think, down in Branson. So for some reason or other, I get tons of Clark's, and I just shipped out a pair today. Um, but and Danskos, because they're medical people. People wear those shoes a lot. Um, what's the most I pay for Uggs? Well, okay, I did get a pair of Ugg slippers that I paid $5 for. And then I got the guy at my honey hole. Um, I don't have any bins around me, so I really have to rely on thrift stores. And I've got this new one. And I did pay up for the boots, the taller boots, and I got 2 pairs for 15 each. And of course, one was my daughter's size, and I came home with them. She's always wanted a pair of Uggs, so she's like, "Those are mine." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll sell the other ones to make up for you stealing my good pair." So I did. I mean, I sold the tall chocolate boots for $60. So, and they sold quick. Um, but yeah, I just, I try to go in. I mean, I get a lot of Clarks and Bourne and Dansko. Um, I have friends show me shoes that they come across all the time. Um, Keens, and I've never seen them here. So yeah, I've seen Allen Edmonds. Actually, I think I have a pair of Allen Edmonds. But I really like photographing shoes, and to me they're easier. They're easier to photograph and process than clothing. So, holy smokes, $400 retail for them? No, see, I could never afford that. But I love wearing shoes. And see, even with my shoes, I went through and I revised a lot of my prices. I lowered them because some of the shoes weren't moving, and I figured I had them priced too high. So I looked at realistically, based on what I paid for them and what's the max I'd pay for them, and I changed all my prices to be 3 to 4 times what I paid. So that gives me room for the final value fees, and I actually love selling shoes on Poshmark because when they give you an offer, then right off the bat how much you're going to take after all their fees, because there's only one fee. So where am I from? I live in Southwest Missouri, and the closest bins to me is Kansas City is 2.5 hours, and St. Louis is 3 hours. In a perfect world, I have this fantasy in my head of retiring from my day job and then just travel once a month to another city, within a few hundred miles, like Nashville or Dallas or Houston, and get a hotel for the night, go to the bins, load my truck up, and come home once a month. But that's in a perfect world, or if I win the lottery. So, but a girl can dream. So, yeah. My daughter is moving in June. She got a job for when she graduates college. She's moving in June to St. Louis. So I might have an excuse to go up to St. Louis and visit. The kids' Ugg sandals. I wonder if maybe the parents just don't want to buy them for their kids. Because the ones that I sold, the slippers were a size 10 adults, and the boots were a size 7. So, and I did finally sell those. I had Sam Edelman over the knee hooker boots, and those were well. I paid up for those, but then they sold really well. Yeah, we can go. Okay, well, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to drive the box truck, right? Yeah, we're joking about or talking about doing a drive around the country with Alma and Beth. Yeah, I have to drive the box truck because I know how to drive one. So, you guys are wonderful. D squared, you're talking about electrical stuff now. Or is that shoes? D squared is the stuff in my junction box. Oh, no. Oh, that's right, Beth. The statewide garage sale. Yeah. Gotta have to put my walking shoes on. Jeans are fun to list. I mean, I like selling them. Jeans, jeans, jeans. There's D squared jeans. I didn't know that. That is interesting. Designer denim jackets and pants. Okay. Jeez, I gotta write that one down. So, yeah, so for pricing, I'm really going to push myself this week to not overthink the pricing and the comps, and just cut it off and list them and sold, But then too, it might not pick up until January. So, So the thing that I put in there about happy hour, I mean, I've been selling online, and I usually tell myself I'm not creative. I can't write descriptions. I don't ever come up with good names and whatnot. So I don't know what I was thinking. Um, oh, it was the other night when I did my haul video. And I was like, I was being funny. I think I was talking to Beth, and I'm like, honey hole haul. And I was trying to come up with a name, and it just, I actually Googled H words. Okay, that's how pitiful, it's like I can't come up with an H name. And that's when I came up with happy hour. And then it just like rolls right off the tongue. And I'm like, because every hour thrifting is a happy hour. I'm like, I surprised myself because I don't usually think that well, creative things. So, anyways, I'm already working on. I'm gonna get a T-shirt with that on it. And I've been on Teespring, and Printify for Etsy. Thanks, Dominic, for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm yelling, so make sure you hear me. I'll see you in the morning. But yeah, I'm pretty tickled about that. I want to put that out there because I mean that's just that wouldn't be merch, just like for resellers. I mean, I think that thrifting is becoming a little bit more trendy. So I'm working on merch. I got to come up with something else so that, next time when the sales are slow with used clothing, I really don't want to do retail arbitrage. But I want to do something else. They always say to have more than one stream of income. So I'll give it a whirl, and put it out there. Good night, Dominic. Glitter. No, that's David. David's the glitter man. You just made your store into a robot. I want to clone the robot, okay? Yeah, he's the glitter guy. Yeah, I'm really I would love it if you gave me thumbs up and subscribe. But yeah, I'm doing it for the fun. I'm doing it for me. And my friends, and honestly, at my age, I need all the self-esteem I can get, so it feels good, and I enjoy it, and it keeps me thinking, and most importantly is it keeps me accountable. So that's why I'm liking doing these. But and because no, I haven't, Amy, I haven't tried that yet, but I was working on it this afternoon. I'm trying to find, I've already got the design layout and everything. And I uploaded it on Teespring and on Printify. So I'm gonna be adding it probably to my my Etsy shop. I mean, my Etsy shop's all jewelry, but thank you, Michelle. Little Marvin wants to know, what's your average selling price for different clothing items? Average selling price. Michelle says she says the ASP is your average list price versus selling price. But my ASP was running $30. But I'm dropping it down. Oh, David, you're so silly. Okay, I'm going to drink some more wine on that. Honestly, I love my age. I'm I'm in my 50s, and I'm single, and I can have fun, but I don't feel in my 50s. So, and I don't act it. You see, my do-rag. I'm not putting it on because I'm messing my hair. But this is from my adopted little brother, David, Thrifty Dad. Yeah, I saw him pull it out one day. I'm like, oh, because you guys know I have a Harley that I'm going to go riding in the spring. I finally got it running after 12 years. So yeah, I'm not your average 50-ish lady. I have a Harley. I do YouTube now. No, I have not been riding because I got the motorcycle back right before our first cold wave, and it was too cold. I'm not going out there. So, but I've been seeing a couple of guys, and I lure them in with my motorcycle. Yeah, I got a Harley. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, so I pick up guys with my Harley. I just have to show them a picture now, but we'll see. We'll see. Springtime. I'm already actually talking about maybe. I joke about taking the Harley to visit my brother in Idaho in the spring, or close to summer, and but then I think I want to source along the way. I want to load up my expedition and stop at all the cities along the way between here and Idaho and go sourcing. You can't source on a motorcycle. I mean, you could if you got a, I don't know, trailer, but still it's not enough. So, the truth, David, there are quite a few people that would like to see you on their channel. Did you know that? We're all fighting about you. You can come on with me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't have any content on your channel. I would love to see that. So, but anyways, where was I? Did I say everything? Cellhound, the merch. I'm gonna start doing that. Already worked on the design today, and so my goal this week is to shorten my thought process on pricing. Maybe I'll have to time that too. I need to probably just time it from start to finish and how long it takes me, because I really don't know, because I work from home in the daytime doing accounting, and so then I squeeze little bits in here and there, and so I don't have solid time, but I'll figure something out to time myself. But that's my goal, not to overthink the pricing, not to overprice, not to underprice, and just be fair. And keep my fingers crossed for everybody else that we can get through December. So, does anybody else have any questions or comments? No, it's really quiet. Well, I'll say it again, but I feel extremely lucky to have met all you guys and ladies, because this is just a wonderful group of friends. I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. And I will do it again next Thursday. No. Right. No way. I don't do free shipping. And I don't do free returns. If they want to return it, I will refund them less the shipping. And yeah, they can pay for the return and they can pay for the shipping, because I'm not going to be out for that. So there's a number of reasons I won't do that. But so if Thursday works out for you guys, then I'll stick with Thursday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, so everybody can still get in bed at a decent hour while I'm just starting my next round. So actually tonight I have to go I'm DDing in about another hour. Yeah, I got about an hour and a half. I chauffeur my daughter to the bar so they can drink and not worry about driving. But I'm gonna finish my glass of wine. So, but I really appreciate y'all coming tonight. What about Central? I'm Central Time, Beth, too. So yes, it'll be 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, no, I'll real quick and then I'll say goodbye. One of my pet peeves is when people say, they'll say a time like, right now we're in standard time. In the summertime, when we're in daylight savings time, it's actually like 9 p.m. Eastern daylight time. But everybody says EST, EST, and I'm like, no, it's EDT, EDT. So, pet peeve. Okay, so next Thursday, and I'll report back about how my time is going with my pricing and listing and my process and the robot at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay? And thank you, everybody, for coming. It really means a lot. And I will see you in all of y'all's chats, too. Friday night is my Thrifted Escape, Alma, and Saturday night is David Thrifty Dad, and Wednesday night is Beth Ann of 10 of Hearts, and every day is Dominic, Primetime Treasure. Who am I forgetting? We need more people doing videos. Amy, I know I watch you all the time, so, and I think you do Instagram too. I just do this. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I'm going to finish my wine and then I'm going to go drive the drunks. But I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.